That's what I say here on several occasions. Let the man do what needs to be done. President Bolsonaro, besides facing all the pressure in the world, because he fully carries the name of the right, he has to make the best decisions and deal with this colossal injustice he's suffering. The world has already been seeing for a while that these Alexandrian decisions have absolutely nothing legal about them. And then everyone was like, look, I'm the magnificent one. It's going to be revoked. And now, is it lost? Donald Trump's lawyer, look at that. The lawyer of the President of the United States, already talking about the conviction of Alexandre de Moraes by default. See how things are? But it wasn't all lost, and those guys are there with a lawsuit against Alexandre de Moraes. I'll explain and show you everything, plus the other facts. Hit that like button, there's a lot of good news, so come be part of our family. Don't forget to subscribe here, okay? Your like also helps us get more engagement here. That's why I ask every day. Okay guys, I'm just stopping by here before we start. In several videos, this product here, Slim Fair. I lost 18 kilos. I might have lost even more by now, right? It's been about a week since I last weighed myself. In less than 2 months, right? I lost 10 kilos in 1 month, and now, after almost 2 months, I've lost 18 kilos. We all do that sometimes, don't we? I always do. Sometimes there's leftover food from the kid, leftover food from the wife. You know, the wife's food is left over, and you go there and finish it. I had already reached 105 kilos. 105 kilos. I'm showing you the footage here. It's from a few months ago, okay? And one of our followers here ended up recommending this product to me. I got in touch with the people, right? And I'm making it available here because I took it, right? It helped a lot, especially since we have to do all that planning to lose weight and everything. Sometimes it's complicated. The rush of daily life helped me a lot. So, if you need it, right? Losing a few pounds there to have a better quality of life, there's nothing better than Slim Fair. Oh, I had my own experience. You can see, look, my expression changed. Clothes that didn't fit anymore. I showed the example of the pants that day, guys. Look at this one too. All of them. And these shorts didn't fit either. None of them fit. Slim Fair helped a lot. We lose inches quickly. Of course, you also need to have a little willpower, but I'm sure that all of you who have a goal will have it. 2. It helped a lot. Do you want the opportunity to have an amazing product? It's a little powder, effervescent, just so we can finish here. You put it in water. After you've eaten that greasy meal, you take it. It's really worth it. It's really an amazing product. It worked for me, and I'm sure it will work for you too. Sometimes we find ourselves in a tough situation, right? We want to lose weight, and it's really hard. This product helps a lot. It's the natural Manjaro. No injections or anything like that. Nothing slim. It will help you lose inches. Look, pressure. That's what needs to be done. Doing nothing won't solve anything. You might tell me, but it has to be done. There's no way around it. And congratulations to this congressman. 68,000 signatures have reached the Senate. It's pressure. The city councilor, look at the importance of a city councilor, because there are many who were elected with the support of President Bolsonaro. And they're not doing what needs to be done, because many get in there. They stay in their comfort zone, just collecting their little salary and all that. And many times, they don't even mention President Bolsonaro's name, not even once. They think there will be another election, that Bolsonaro will get there and support them again so they can stay. We are paying attention to all these people. Look at what this young man did here. It's the pressure. The Curitiba councilman Rodrigo Marcial from Nova Vereador filed in the Senate what he describes as the largest impeachment request in history against Alexandre de Moraes from the Supreme Federal Court. The document has 68,000 signatures and 126 cases of misconduct. The congressman stated that he has chronologically compiled each abuse in the Moraes dossier, and that the record of arbitrariness is documented and legally protected. The work was hard, but he left Brasilia with a sense of accomplishment. There's a video of him here. Where are our PL counselors to do work like this too? Where are you? When it's time to pose next to President Bolsonaro, I'm a Bolsonarist. I'm a Bolsonarist. Then it's good, right? And he's not even from PL, he's from Novo. Where are the PL counselors? I'm calling out here, and where are you? Where are you? Where?
It's official. The protocol is done and here. The largest impeachment request ever, with 126 crime cases, is now before the Senate.
Look, it's a book. Check it out.
Responsibility will be based on the 68,000 validated signatures present. I hope that soon Davi Alcolumbre will bring an impeachment request for approval in the Senate. But we did our part. We delivered the Moraes dossier. We put together the largest possible collection of Alexandre's crimes of responsibility, and fortunately we had a wonderful reception in the National Congress. Now we have to keep up the pressure.
You see, folks, here's the thing. It's better done than not done. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say here? If you just sit back and do nothing, President Bolsonaro will remain imprisoned. With the world's evil weighing on this innocent man's shoulders. We can't just accept something like this. We're just going to give up. Only the weak do that, and we're not that kind of people. Most of us don't have a plan B, like, I'm gonna leave here, I'm going to the United States or somewhere else. No. In this current situation, we stay. I have a dream of visiting the United States. I have a dream because, of course, we were raised in an Americanized culture. I'm not saying anything against our brothers who are there, people who have been there for many years, and also nothing against those who go there. I don't have that plan B. I want to visit one day, also because, as I said, we have roots in our culture, American culture, and at least I do. I think many of you do too. I dream of seeing where Stallone climbed the stairs in Rocky. I want to visit Graceland, the house where Elvis Presley lived, you know? Of course, that's just a dream, not reality. Especially because there are two places I always talk about here, the United States and Japan. Two places. My Oriental origins, and in this case, the United States, my cultural origin. I always tell you guys, I'm a big fan of Ray Charles, all those old American singers. I love American music, especially flashback. Oh my goodness. But I don't subscribe, thank you, right? Our roots are here. If we don't fix our house, who's going to fix it for us? The duty, always for a man in his situation, is always to make his home a better place. A better place. Especially because we as men, right? Is that so? We are the pillar of the household. An example for our wives, an example for our children, an example for our grandchildren. That's what sets us apart between right and left, between being conservative and being leftist, right? I don't say progressive, since that's just a nicer term they use to avoid saying left. We don't need to do that. We are proud to say it. I'm a conservative. And then everyone was there.
And now, Abagadiz.
Calm down, calm down. A network uncovered in Brazil reveals new strategies of Iran's Resmolar and drug cartels. International news from Infobar, even Kleber shared it here. Trump is absolutely keeping an eye on Brazil, especially because he knows that these people who are in power, with Inácio and all these people, they have an international support network with the most nefarious ones. China, Russia, Venezuela, where one needs to support the other. Only Iran. A guy who does all kinds of terrible things to the women in his own country. There are so many atrocities. Like, the women in that country are forced to wear. It's a burqa that covers everything, even the eyes aren't visible. But the daughter, it's of that guy, the dictator over there, and the big shots there, throws parties in New York, lives in the United States. It's always like that. You don't see Zixazinho from China. The guy leaves the people in an absurd situation. Most of the people there live in terrible hardship. The Chinese have to work all day. But where does his daughter study? At Harvard, in the best places in the world, so everyone gets worried. There are things happening, yes, look here. The lawyer of President Trump who represents him, right? The United States President says Alexandre de Moraes could be convicted in absentia, despite obstacles from Brazilian institutions to following international agreements, and notified. Do you think Trump is going to drop this case here?
We started the process of notifying him following international protocols, in this case, the Hague Convention. That was something that basically he didn't extend that courtesy to Rumble when he notified Rumble by email, but we extended that courtesy. He followed the protocols and did things properly when he arrived in Brazil. The process to notify simply has to go to the STJ as part of the protocol so that it can be approved and forwarded for notification. It happens hundreds of times daily and is completely normal. In the case of Alexandre Moraes, they simply blocked the process. They blocked the process in the STJ. They put in a court requirement, which is a strange thing. They asked the Prosecutor General's office to give a statement. They asked the Advocacy General of the Union to give a statement, those who spoke out against it. They notified Alexandre Moraes in a civil case where he is being held responsible as a private individual. So, yeah, whether voluntarily or under pressure, we have several Brazilian institutions working together to prevent Alexandre Moraes from being notified about Rumble's actions. We don't necessarily have to tolerate this situation indefinitely, and it's possible for us to move forward with alternatives to notify him. I don't want to get ahead of myself about the next steps, but the companies are exploring them. There are other ways to notify Alexandre Moraes so he can be made available to the American justice system. Or otherwise he can be found in contempt and the process can continue without him.
Right? A great video made by the journalist Berenice Key, an amazing person. They put me here on social media. Our dear Congressman Gil Denise. Gil Denise is going to run for federal congressman, huh? This one supports President Bolsonaro, huh? We always have to mention that. He's been talking about President Bolsonaro for many years now, right? Very cool, very nice. I bring him here for you. Let's wait a little bit. The man knows what he's doing, even in the face of all the atrocities, even in the face of all the evil. Is that so? We know that the country is taking its unemployment, misery, hunger. If you trust Instituto Brasileiro de Geografia e Estatística, obviously not, especially under Márcio Postman's leadership. The numbers look good, but just walk around the city businesses. Just go to a supermarket. So, things are tough politically for Lula right now, especially in terms of who supports him. Of course they were going to come up with that narrative, right, my friends? Especially this week, I need to see how many things happen this week. So many things, right? Is that so? No one heard that from Donald Trump's or Marco Rubio's mouth, that these sanctions would be lifted because it was an agreement and all that. Joe Wesley met with Maduro, who then gave in. The United States is still there, and at any moment, they're ready to go in and remove that dictator from there. He plans to make a deal with him. Do you think Trump doesn't realize Lula didn't honor a deal with Biden, his partner? Do you think he's going to respect it with Trump? With Maduro, he'll leave. Someone else will come in there, right? People talk about Maria Corina, right? And then after a few years, Lula campaigns again for Maduro to come back in, right? That's what they want, what they think is going to happen, but that's it. I don't think that's going to happen, no, especially because it's... Donald Trump would often get himself in trouble, not with us, but with his own people. So, hold on, the magnificent law is for that. You take it out and then put it in, and then take it out, and then put it in, and then take it out. It's not like that, right? Then he loses a lot of bargaining power against people who break the law, right? Human rights, that's a fact. Share this video on WhatsApp, on Telegram, hit the little arrow, give it a like so more people can see it. And come join our family by subscribing to the channel. In just a bit, I'll be back with more news and information here on the Pesa Philos channel, Fabiano Gigay.